I've had a couple of days off from filming, which in some ways is a bit of a pity because it has been an epic couple of days. And I don't feel too silly using the word epic when I talk about this country. In many ways, it's the same as the Scottish Highlands, except here everything is just a little bit bigger and grander, but it has that same quality that when it's grey, when the mist is down, it just all looks bleak and foreboding, like everything is haunted and wants to eat you. But then as soon as the clouds part and the sun touches it, it just bursts open with all these amazing colours and views, twisted forests of silver birch and great big rocks and water. It has that quality as well of the fantastic like contrast in scales. So you'll be riding along and on one side you can reach out your hand and touch these rocks next to you, and every little crack is running with water and it's full of moss and lichen and wildflowers and little tiny ferns and pine saplings, all this micro life. And then on the other side of the road you look out over some ridiculous cliff and there's just massive lakes, huge slab rock mountains covered in forests, huge waterfalls, huge rivers, huge sky. It's very, very impressive, to say the least. Yesterday must have smashed my personal record for climbing, I think. I did about 850 metres over the day, and half of that probably came in one stretch first thing in the morning. I climbed right up into the clouds, into the mist, and our wind was blowing and whipping up froth on the lakes, and there was lots of snow stood up there. And it was very bleak and very spooky and strange. And then stayed up there for most of the day, and then I think I dropped all of that height in about 8 minutes of coming down one of those ridiculous switchback roads down a cliff. It was a good day. This is another last day of filming before another little luxury rest break. I know it's only been 6 days since the last one, but I'm on holiday. Get off my back. Josh and Karina, who I stayed with in Grimstad, have a summer place up here, and they are coming up with a whole bunch of other chums to meet me. Now they're not getting up here till Thursday. Today's only Sunday, so I'm massively early. So the plan is I'm going to cycle into the nearest town to their place and meet a man who's going to give me a key. It's all very mysterious and very exciting. I've got instructions, I think I know where I'm going, so hopefully I get to spend the next few days in blissful solitude, but not in a tent. We shall see. Anyway, for now, I've got, I think, a fairly short day of cycling with, I believe, one epic climb. I'm just pausing here to contemplate the wonderful view and to contemplate my big climb for the day, which is up there. It's not the biggest I've done vertical meters wise. I think this is about 300, but it does it over a very short space of time. It's just a load of switchbacks up that mountain. You can't really see from here, but it's quite steep. So I thought I'd better pause, drink some water, eat some nuts, take off some layers, because it's warming up. I think this is going to get sweaty. Wow, do you know what? That actually wasn't too bad. I'm surprised. Smashed it. So now I'm up over the pass and it's pretty much level and then long slow descent down to town from here. Maybe 15 miles I think. Then it's just a case of meeting this chap, getting a key and finding my way up to the summer house, which is another climb in itself. I'm led to believe. I don't really know. So yeah, all good. Feeling it. Beautiful day. Come on. So I made it to town. I've got instructions. I've got directions. I know where I'm going. The supermarket's closed, so I'm a little low on supplies. I'm hoping there's stuff up at the house. The wind's coming up again. There's rain coming in and it's a big old climb, about 6 miles of climbing I think. So I'm just going to stop filming, I'm going to go for it. I'll check back in once I'm up the mountain. Wish me luck. Trolls. So, I made it. That was a mission. This place was built thousands of years ago by Vikings, specifically to defend against attackers on bicycles. The only access is a single, unfeasibly steep and unreasonably long gravel track, fiendishly crafted so that every corner looks like the top bit is in fact just another switchback to another climb. But I made it. My legs are singing. I'm absolutely soaked. And in a rather cruel twist, I don't know if I've misunderstood my instructions or if I'm at the wrong house or if the trolls have been playing tricks, but I can't find the key and I can't face walking or biking the couple of miles back up round the corner to get reception, to phone and find out why I can't find the key. So I think I'm just gonna pitch my tent here and do another night in the tent and then continue this saga tomorrow. I think that's me done for the day. Over and out. But of course that's not the end. I contemplated the rain, I contemplated sleeping in my tent again, so close to comfort and luxury. And as I contemplated, the rain kind of eased off a bit, so I took the opportunity, I hiked up the hill, got mobile phone reception, phoned back in, asked again, how do I find this key? Got told again, came back down, found the key. I was being an idiot really, I was doing boy looking. So anyway, I don't have to sleep in my tent tonight, which is good because when I got reception, I checked the weather and there's a storm coming in. So I'm going to be sleeping safe and dry when that hits in the early hours of the morning. So that really is over and out. I'm going to eat my own body weight in couscous and yeah, just enjoy an evening inside. Catch you on the flip side.